Okay, we got this Dodge Charger, check engine light, low fuel indicator on. This has a saddle tank, so you have a level sensor on driver's side and passenger side of the fuel tank, which makes it a little bit more complicated. So we look here at fuel level sensor 1 volts. We're reading 20%. That's what the gauge is showing. I don't know if that's accurate, but we have active code for fuel level sender 2, I believe. Fortunately, under PCM, we don't see fuel level sender 2. So possibly we need to go to the instrument cluster. So let's try and find the fuel level sender. I'm not sure what module is tying directly to the fuel sender, but I believe it's a cluster on this Dodge Charger. I think this is a 2006 Dodge Charger. So we have code circuit high. They put 2 cinders and pumps at the saddle tank, so left and right were replaced. But number 2, not sure what side that's on. Our right side is showing 8.7 volts. And the unfiltered value for the right is 241, left is 91. Not sure if that's percent, but yeah, I mean that 8.7 seems really high. So the first thing we notice is somebody did a connector at this driver's side fuel pump sender unit, and it's got an updated connector. So the wires are not in the original spot, and that's okay. Verified that. Took some time to research. We're gonna go ahead and look and see what voltage we have. We have 12.3 on the, I believe that's the right fuel level. That's reading 8.7. That's the cinder return, so that's good. Ground for the cinders are okay. And we have 2.4, which is exactly what the left is reading. So we might have a bad cluster or a cross short in the wiring somewhere. We gotta check it out. Let's go ahead and unplug it and see what happens. So now they're both reading 8.7 with it disconnected. Let's check the end here. So we got 12.28 on that outer pin 5. And the other sender circuit reads 12.2. So that tells us that when it goes open, we have basically a circuit voltage of 12 volts. So we might have an open circuit in the sender, if that's what we get when the circuit goes open. If we had it open before this wiring, which the circuit is powered by the cluster, so the system runs through the instrument cluster for this vehicle. That one wire that's reading 12, if there was an open, let's say right here in that wiring before the sender, we'd have 0 volts or maybe less voltage than 2.4 like the other, depending on the level in the fuel tank. But because we have 12, most likely we have it open in the sender, because that's exactly what happened with the good circuit. When we disconnected it, it went to 12. Okay, so we have an open circuit on that new part sender circuit. So we need to open it up, look at it, see if it's connected inside. And this is a good sender because there's 2. So the good sender is reading 293 ohms. So I got it opened up, and this connector is not plugged in all the way. So let's plug it in all the way. All right. And we'll check the continuity again. Okay. Now we have 950 ohms. That sounds right. Check our voltage in a sec here. Okay, now our codes are stored. We'll clear them out. The fuel gauge now reads about half a tank. Let's go to fuel level. So it's supposed to be, according to the trouble chart for that code, under 5 volts or less. It's at 5.9 and 190. So yeah, possibly that sender isn't right for the vehicle, but I suspect the Chrysler trouble chart is just wrong. We'll go ahead and tape this up for him.